Hey guys, it's Mitty here, and I generally get a lot of questions asked on what microphones I use, what software I use, what hardware I use to record my Pokemon battles, and generally how to start Poketubing in general. So in one video I did mention that I might do a tutorial on it, but a lot of people, like a lot of people want me to do one, but I can't put everything into one video. I was looking and trying to see how I can organize it, but I cannot put it into one video because honestly the stuff I use is pretty expensive, and it's something that I've worked up towards over the years because I've been doing this for about 4 years now. I've kind of worked up towards it, starting small. So if I'm going to do it, I figured I'm going to break it up into parts. Let me see, I wrote them down. I was going to do hardware options, how I actually record the battles. I was going to do microphone options because I did not always start off with the microphone I had. I kind of worked my way up, and there are cheaper options because I do realize that some people cannot afford like $100, $200 microphone even. So I want to make a whole separate video on it discussing microphone options and the sound quality differences. I want to also discuss software options also between PCs and Macs because I have done it via PC and via Mac, so I know fairly decently what software you can use and how you can record stuff between those two. How to expand channels is also a very requested question, and I figured I could also do a separate thing on that because, I mean, there's no, I guess there really isn't no guaranteed way, but there is, like, I guess social media and social networking in general that can help you expand a channel. Streaming options are also a thing, and I was also thinking about doing maybe some competitive, like how to get better competitively, things and resources you can use. So basically this, I'm going to do a couple videos. I'm going to break it into parts, and I'm going to try and include as much information and answer as many questions as I can, and hopefully it'll end up helping people because I do get a lot of questions on a daily basis on all the things I use. So this video, the purpose this serves is basically kind of a preface to Poketubing and kind of what to expect, because what you watch on a daily basis from other Poketubers, like if you're gonna go and click a video on YouTube and watch it and then just comment on it, you don't see the full side of what it is to be a Poketuber. If you watch a video, sometimes we have to record it twice, 3 times, 4 times. Sometimes we have hardware problems, software problems, things go wrong sometimes. And that is one thing to expect. You cannot, especially if you're new, you cannot start Poketubing and get everything right on the first try. Even I, after doing this for 4 years, sometimes I have to do it 2 times, 3 times. I don't always get it right on the first try, and that's one thing to keep in mind. You can't go in and like expect to be perfect and get it right on the first try, and you can't go on camera, you can't go on mic just expecting that you're gonna not mess up, because mistakes happen, and this is going to lead into something else I wanted to discuss. It's that you're gonna make mistakes, but you're gonna have people comment on how you make these mistakes, and as a Poketuber, I cannot tell you how many times I've had the same comment tell me I mispronounced something, I should have done this move, I should have I messed up a typing, I messed up a weakness, I messed up a held item that I thought it had when it clearly had Life Orb and I for some reason missed that, you know? Or like one time my Noivern had Frisk and I just totally missed it. You mess up, and this is normal, and this happens, and you have to be accepting of that. You have to be accepting of making mistakes, because it's going to be how you're going to learn through this whole experience. And trust me, if you're honestly thinking about getting into it, like, it is honestly one of the most rewarding experiences I've had in my life so far. It's pretty high up there. Just having people in general appreciate and enjoy the work that you put out and having people be like so dedicated to like watching your stuff and following your I guess your journey is one of the most rewarding feelings that I have experienced. And along the way, I have met a lot of friends that I would not have met otherwise, and it really is a really great experience. And if you decide to start it and go on it, then try and go in with optimism. Try and like go in because you want to have fun, because you want to make friends. Don't go in because you want to get partnered and you want to get money off of it, because honestly that is not going to make it fun for you. If you're only going in expecting money out of it, it's not going to be a rewarding and fun experience. I cannot tell people what to do. If you want to go in expecting to get partnered and get money, that's on you, but it's not going to be as rewarding as if you're going in with a different mentality of making friends and learning and bettering yourself as a competitive battler, as a Poketuber in general. And so if you really want to go on this journey, just keep in mind, I guess do it for the right reasons, but who am I to say what those are? I have my own, but everyone is going to have their own reasons for doing this. In the end, you want it to just be fun. And on the topic of accepting criticism, owning up to your mistakes, you are going to have people point that out. You are also going to have people, you're going to have people give you criticism, which if it's actually constructive criticism, take it to heart because it will help you become better. Don't take it as negativity, I guess. Take it as something to learn from, because it is a blessing and a curse to get criticism, I guess. On one hand, I mean, you know you messed up, you know you could do better, but on the other hand, it will motivate you to improve. It will motivate you to be a better YouTuber, a better battler. And honestly, this is YouTube as a whole. No matter if you're doing Pokemon, no matter if you're doing any other DS game, any other gaming thing, this is YouTube as a whole. Even if you're thinking about branching out, just not even into just Poketubing, but into other games as well, this is as a whole. Accept criticism, and you will like everyone who posts on YouTube is gonna get hate. Every single one. You think there are some people out there who you think, how could they possibly get hate? Everyone gets hate because there are negative people on the internet, and it's going to be how you decide to handle the hate that you get and handle the criticism that will make you a better person. From my personal experience, when I started off, I got a lot of hate, mainly because, especially before I did picture-in-picture, I got a lot of hate because people assumed that I was not a girl, but rather a young boy based on my voice. So that was a common thing I had, and it was discouraging at first, but if you have people hate on your voice, hate on your image, hate on whatever for no reason at all, screw them, because if I stopped because some people thought I sounded like a boy, I wouldn't be here. I kept going. And because I kept going is why I ended up bettering my channel and bettering myself and bettering my content, because you should not take these things to heart because they are irrelevant. Your voice and your personality are going to make you unique, and they're going to be the reason why other people want to watch you. You don't want to be an imitation of someone else. You just want to be yourself, and you want to be unique, and you want to be, you just want to be entertaining to your audience. So don't accept hate, obvious hate. Don't reply to it. Don't acknowledge it. The best thing to do is just block it. It's so much harder to handle at first when you're a smaller channel, because the ratio of actual like people that like you to, I guess, hate is so different. Because when I first started off, I got maybe, like, I was happy if I got like 5 comments on a video, but look at it this way: if I got 5 comments, and let's say 4 of those comments were good, but 1 of them was bad, that still is a very, very it's kind of a very bad ratio of bad to good, and it's really, you really cannot get discouraged by something like that. And as you grow your channel, you will have more and more people with positivity and people who like you to outweigh anything bad. But keep in mind that you will get some people, you will always get people that hate you for whatever their reasons are, but you have to stay motivated. And personally, just keep in mind there are fantastic people who want to see you grow, and then there are people who don't want to see you grow. So you have to keep in mind some people, you have to ignore them, and if you don't, it's really not going to make it a fun experience for you. It's going to be detrimental to your own mental health, because there was a time in which I took these things to heart when you really shouldn't. But I think the more that you do this and the more you become experienced, you end up zoning it out by default, and that's where I am now. And one last thing I wanted to touch upon before I do end this, I guess this preface of what to expect with Poketubing. Don't expect to buy the most expensive equipment possible and think that it will make you a better entertainer, a better commentator, a better narrator, because that's not gonna be how it works. And I'm an artist, and it's the same thing in art. I could buy the most expensive drawing tablet out there, and it will not make me a better artist. You know what will make you a better artist, a better YouTuber, a better Poketuber, is putting in effort to learn, putting in effort to learn, to battle, to just improve your quality. But you also have to try and improve your narrations, and you cannot look at it and think that buying a $100 microphone is going to make you a better narrator or a better entertainer. It's something that is just not going to happen, and you can't go in expecting to spend all this money on the most expensive equipment and expect like everyone to like you, or like your narrations to be the most amazing thing, because that's not going to be how it works, and that's something that you will need to develop over time. I mean, to someone, not everyone is bad, but honestly, looking back on my own narrations, I don't like them at all, and I really do think I improved for the better. And everyone improves. If you're willing to put in the effort, you will improve. If you're willing to put in the effort and better yourself and better your narrations and take any criticism that you get, then you will improve, and that is a guaranteed. I just don't want people to watch this, go out and spend all this money on equipment and expect that to make their narrations perfect and have, I guess, a huge fan base or something because of that, because that's not how it works. And that's something that honestly you need to work towards, and you need to develop your own personality, and you need to develop your own style of narrating and make it true to yourself. And that's not anything that spending hundreds of dollars on equipment is ever going to give you. So I want you to take that for what it is. Sorry, my upcoming videos will be discussing software, hardware, microphones, streaming. I'm also going to get into partnerships, because I've had a rocky road with partnerships, and I feel like that's also something that I need to touch upon. So I just want you guys, if you still watch this, I will have all these things up, and I hope you guys will actually learn and maybe just find out something new that you maybe didn't know before, and find a way to improve your own content through this. Or if you're starting off, then hopefully it'll give you a good foundation, because honestly it is a lot to take in at first, but the more you do it, the better you will get at it. That is basically guaranteed. I know everything is just coming, it's natural to me at this point, because I've been doing it for so long. So don't get discouraged if you don't succeed at first and you make some mistakes. It does get better, and if you really want this, you will work for it and you will have fun. And trust me, it is one of the most rewarding experiences. So if you're, on the fence, then go for it. Try it out. It might be something that you will absolutely love, and it will change your life. So I hope you guys just enjoyed this, and as always, I love you guys so very much, and please, please, please have a fantastic day. Bye! I love you.